Okay, I don't know. I just felt like doing this. I mean, am I white? Am I white? Am I white? I mean, I don't know. It's just something I like to talk about. Fuck. Um, so I grew up in South Florida. Okay. Um, I don't know. I tried. I didn't never told anybody I wasn't white. I don't know. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I always felt white. I always felt white. But my grandpa's brown, so I guess I gave it away to like white kids I went to school with. That I was a little different. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I grew up in like what does it matter? Am I white? 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 I mean, y'all can check out my DNA results. Am I white? Am I white? Um, I don't know. Sure. I mean, I'm 69% European. Okay. Okay. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of my Spanish heritage. I'm Latino. I'm Latino. Okay, Latino. I'm fourth Latino. And I mean, I grew up in like a suburb of Broward County, South Florida, and there's a lot of white people who went to my school, and I just wanted to fit in. I just wanted to fit in, and being a spick wasn't the cool thing. I remember going home one day. Clearly, I remember this. Vividly. I must have been like 7, 8, maybe. I went home and I was like, "Don't speak to me in Mexican no more, Grandma." Okay, but I understand. That's just nationality. Don't. Well, we ain't Mexican. We Ecuadorian. Whatever. But am I white? I don't feel accepted by white Americans. I don't. I mean, whenever I ask a white American if I'm white, they just laugh about it. It's kind of funny and shit. But I've been told off by white people for even like saying that I'm white. So I mean, I don't feel it. I mean, like I know, like if we all want to take African Americans' little identity politics, whatever. I know African Americans they be like 51% African, and they be like majority rules, I'm black, I'm African, whatever, but I'm Latino, bro. It's not like that out here. I mean, out here, I mean, yeah, I mean, like I could call myself white. I have a lot of family who's less white than me who call themselves white, so if they can, I can. But in USA, it's a whole different ballgame because we going up against 100% Europeans. White Americans, most of them are like straight up European, straight up 100% European. So we going up against that. That's different. That's different than what But I have a fully 100% European grandfather too. Check out his DNA results. Shout out my Cuban grandfather. Um. So, but he don't look like white Americans though. He got a nice, beautiful olive skin, narrow nose. I got white ass nose. Thank you. Thank you, non white ancestors. No, I love my nose, though. I love my nostrils. I love my big ass nostrils, man. I'm living out here in the Andes, bro. This is great to absorb all that yummy oxygen. So, I just want to know. I mean, I know what I mean. If we go by that African American identity shit, yeah, sure, I'm white or a mixed white person, whatever you want to call it. But yes, sure, I don't care. I'm proud of my European heritage. I don't care, but I would never just identify as white because I'm not just white, and I don't feel like that does justice to my brown grandparents, great grandparents, and all that. So okay, I won't call myself fully white. Cause one, honestly, I don't think that non-white people's opinions on white identity matter at all. I really don't. And I think the same way about Native American or black identity really. Like I can't I mean I can't take y'all serious. I mean y'all ain't it though. So my Cuban grandfather he doesn't really consider me white neither like that. He'll try to be nice about it. Try to be nice about it, but I know he don't. He was mad racist to my Ecuadorian grandmother, but she was like 40% native and like an eighth African. So. But he would always call her maldita Indian shit. So he's mad racist to like non-white Latino. Well, most Latinos in general. Well, I mean, he loves being Spanish and all that. I love him though. I love his racist ass. But I'm not racist though. I love everybody. I grew up in Broward County. I grew up around all types of Indios, mestizos, and fucking blacks and Asians and whatever. I grew up around all these races. So, and obviously all types of mixed Latinos too. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans and shit. So, am I white? What is that? According to white Americans, I mean, even real white Latinos, I don't consider all these fucking mutts in my family who consider themselves white. White. I mean, like, I have family that's like over a third native, and they'll just call themselves white, like only, like not even mestizo. They'll just mark themselves down as white. So that like really like I hate that about Latin America. Well, I mean, anybody can mark whatever they want in the census, but there's a lot of Indios who mark mestizo. There's a lot of mestizos who mark white, and it's we get who the fuck knows what the actual demographics of Latin America look like. But I value white people's opinions on if I'm white more than anyone else's because no one else really matters in this topic. But I love hearing it regardless. I love when there's been some black people in my videos who called me a cracker recently, and even another fucking American Puerto Rican Ecuadorian dude called, but that I mean yeah, but okay. I don't care. I'm proud of my European heritage, and you coming out to Latin America, everybody is, and everybody wants to be. So I'm happy that I'm more than most people. I really am. I'm really proud to be majority Spanish, 62% Iberian. Check out my DNA results. Thank you very much. But I'm happy I'm not a mutt. Like, well, I mean, I know I'm racially a mutt, but I'm happy that I'm not a mutt in the terms of my European ancestry, like white Americans, is they be like German, Irish, Anglo, like fuck out of here, man. I'm just Spanish. I'm just all my European blood comes from Spain. 62% Iberian, y'all, 1% Middle Eastern, and every other region of Europe is just 2% and under. So very proud to be of Spanish descent, and that does not mean like this one bum ass Mexican mestizo dude was commenting. That does not mean that I'm pro slavery, that I'm pro conquest, that I deny the atrocities committed by my Spanish ancestors. I don't. I don't at all. I would never deny that. I hate when white Americans like be downplaying how bad slavery and all the genocide that they committed was. It was bad. Shut the fuck up. Like I accept my history. I wouldn't change that. I'm not gonna sugarcoat my shit. I descend from some horrible fucking conquistadors. Look up Sebastian de Benalcázar. That's my ancestor. He was a conquistador. He came out here and he in Quince, Ecuador, he killed a whole village full of women and children and elders, presumably, because all the men were out at war. So fuck, that's that. I'm not saying I'm walking around proudly descending from dude, but I do. I don't know. I don't. I've always felt white. I mean, growing up in South Florida, I mean, I grew up around. Well, I mean, like my schools are always like half white, and then the other half was like Latino and black mainly, and some Asians and shit. So, well, Caribbean mainly, so all types of diverse people from the Caribbean too. But mostly black still. But shout out to the Douglas, shout out to all the coolies and all that shit. There's a lot of diversity in the Caribbean too. But they I mean they would call me white boy. I mean I don't know. I never questioned it, but like now that I think about it, nobody ever really like called me white boy. White. I mean like not really like that. I mean the white Americans would never fucking consider calling me white back then, And I was mad tan as a kid because I was always out in the sun and shit. I could get tan. I just don't go outside. See I'm inside with all the windows shut, so I could get tan. My hands even getting darker. You can't tell though. But I know I could get tan. And because Spaniards can get a good tan too, and obviously my Indian heritage helps too, and I'm also 4% African, y'all. Thank y'all. Check out my DNA results, please. But I got asked when I was like in 10th grade by my one like black Panamanian friend. He was like, "Are you part black?" And I was just like, "No," but I didn't know shit about my history. I didn't give a fuck. And I just figured my whole entire life, I just figured I was like 88% Spanish and 12% Native American because my grandpa's dad is obviously Indian as fuck. Like he was mad dark, mad short, and my grandpa's 44% Native American. Check out his universe. And my grandpa's brown, but his mother's white. So I always thought I was just like 12%, and my mom and them were 25%, and my tia's mad fucking brown, man. But they're actually 35%, so my tia's brown as fuck. And they're actually, what's interesting, my tia and my abuelo, they're like, my aunt and my grandpa, they're actually darker than some of our native Ecuadorians. Like you could look at the Sachila tribe. Okay, that's Tsachila, Sachila, and they're lighter than my grandpa and my aunt because our ancestors from the Sierra, from the mountains of Ecuador, from the Andes, whatever, that's constant sun exposure and you're in high altitude, so obviously you're gonna get dark as fuck compared to people who like living in foresty areas. So am I white? I don't know. I'm sure a lot of a lot of Americans, sure, I'm well, not white Americans at all. I'm talking about like Spics and blacks, you know, would call me white. I always got talked shit to in Spanish by Latinos growing up as a kid. Fuck them. Thank you. Understood every word you said. Oh, fuck them Columbia bitches and Marjorie Stoneman Douglas though. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them bitches. And well, actually, they weren't talking shit. It was just like constructive criticism. But I was like in ninth grade, and they were all like, "Si corta el pelo y lost some weight, he would look mad cute, you know." So they wasn't even talking shit. It was just some constructive criticism. And I had some freeform. No, I didn't have freeform dreads. I had like a big ass fro back then. I could check. I got videos of me when I was like 14, 15. So I am, you know, I'm mostly European. You ain't gonna catch me slipping, not being proud of that. I am, but I don't feel it's right just to consider myself white. I don't care if African Americans who are as African as I am European consider themselves black or just black or whatever. I mean, I understand that history is different than mine. Um, okay. I mean, sure. I mean, you could say that. I don't know. Yeah, sure. Maybe you descend from some. I mean, yeah. Obviously, that happened a lot. So, I mean, sure. You could have like ancestry from a slave owner. That's not gonna be. So, I mean, of course, I have some rape blood in me too. Way back when, of course. But my European blood is consensual. My Native American blood is consensual. My African blood is consensual. So, well, I don't know. My African blood's kind of far away, but I mean, presumably. So, no, I'm proud of all my heritage. I'm proud. I'm proud of all my roots. I'm proud of this beautiful triracial mix that I have in me. And I wouldn't just consider myself white because where the fuck in Europe do they make people that look like me? Well, where can you find my nose? I don't know. My eyes look mixed. Everybody tells me my eyes look mixed. They don't look native as fuck, but they don't look straight up Mediterranean either. I got a juicy bottom lip though. I don't got much of a top lip, but my Cuban girl probably got no lips at all. So at least I got my bottom lip. I'm proud of my bottom lip. But am I white? Am I white? Am I white? Am I white? Soy blanco. Am I white? Am I white? Am I white? Even in Latin America, like I've had spics be racist to me. Not for being white. Nobody's racist for anybody to being white out here. Trust that. I mean, I don't know if you go to some like super Indio area maybe, but I had this one fucking chola quiteña, like mostly Native American mestiza bitch. She acting like she's white and shit, and she looked like 80% native plus. And bitch was acting like she's Italian or something. And she said I'm not white enough for her, and my nose is too big and my hair is too curly. Then I've had coastal Ecuadorians like from Guayaquil and shit call me fucking longo, cholo, serrano, whatever the fuck, because I use words like wambra, Quechua words that they don't use in the coast. So, but white Americans never accepted me. Fuck. I mean, they don't consider me white. Like you, I had this one group. Well, I always enter white groups. I'm like kicking shit. So like I always even back in the day on Skype actually, like I remember asking people if I was white back then and nobody and they told me to take a DNA test. And that's really how I got into everything, really. Like it was like 2012 or something or 2013 whatever. And I was asking these one white people if I'm white. And they're like, show your skin. Like, no, you're not white. But I was, I didn't even show my face with them, but they just, I was a spick and everything. But they told me to take a DNA test, and that's what really inspired me to get a DNA test done, because I really wanted to know. I really wanted to know. I was expecting just like 12% Native American. So when I had came back as like what 23.9% Native American on 23andMe and 3% sub-Saharan African in 2014, that was a shock to me. I've been living my whole entire life. Like I mean, my mom always marked me down as white Hispanic. It wasn't until like I was 16 that I started like caring about Ecuador and shit and my roots, whatever. And then after that, I mean, just for the shits and giggles, I guess I would also mark down Native American, African, and white. And since I left USA, that's all I marked down. Back then, over there, over here, I don't know. I haven't taken the census yet, but I'll just mark mestizo when I do. And I mean, I feel like if I'm not accepted by real 100%, white people, I don't see why the fuck I would just call myself white. And even then, I'm not fully white. And say nota, bro. What the fuck European looks like me? And proud to be mixed. And I don't know how many stories can I. There was this one Colombian kid who would always talk shit about me, like, well, not no, because he only hung out with white people. But he would always talk shit. I mean, I don't know. He'd be like sneak dissing and shit. But I remember when he worked at Chipotle, and I went in, with my brown sister and my brown grandfather, and the dude the next day at school, dude was like, "What are you, dude?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm Ecuadorian." He's like, "Oh, Colombians think they better than Ecuadorians, so fuck them." I never talked about. I was never proud about being Latino until like 10th grade. It was Flag Day. In South Florida, we have Flag Day because we're all from different countries or have roots in different countries. So it was Flag Day one time in 10th grade. And that was the first time I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go all out. I brought my Ecuadorian scarf. I got my Ecuadorian flag. I had, everything Ecuador. And it was like, oh my God, he's Ecuadorian. I wrote about that shit all over my planner because that was such a good day for me, like breaking out of my little big shell that I've been in. And, so that was a great day. It wasn't until like 16 that I said, because I was so like, I was tired of all the shit I would get from white Americans. I didn't want shit. I mean, like in elementary school, just try to assimilate, just try to fit in and shit. But by the time I was in fucking high school, I was just like, wow, fuck these kids. Fuck these kids. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to have shit to do with them. So, I was like, I was on my real fuck white people shit back then. I really was. I was really on some racist shit. I'm not like that no more. But I mean, I would be on Fort Lauderdale Beach, my fucking Boricua stepdad and shit. And there was like these European tourists one time. I got the video up on my channel, but it's private because I don't know. I don't want to get flagged for racism, whatever the fuck. But there's these white ladies walking. I'm like, go back to Europe. Fuck out of here. No white people in this town. And it was mad funny. I was funny as fuck. But I was mad racist back when I was like 16. But I mean, I went through some shit. I went to Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, man. That's a racist ass fucking school. That's the school that got shut up February 14th. Shut out my rest in peace, my neighbor. Rest in peace. A Mexican Indian died that day. Straight up Mexican Indian. Look them up. Look up the victims of MSD school shooting. Also, my neighbor died that day. Also, a Venezuelan died that day. Also, the older brother of this girl I hated in elementary school died that day. And rest in peace, all those people. I'm a Broward boy. But but by the time I was like in high school, I didn't give a fuck about getting accepted by white people. I felt like I never would be, and I'm gonna quit trying because I had a big ass fucking fro in high school. I mean, well, like like not a black fro, but like big as fuck, like huge. Like when people would pass by my desk, they would like hit it, because I always be like picking my hair and shit. And well, not like with the pics, like my fingers and shit. But in middle school, I had freeform dreads. Shout out freeform dreads. Shout out not taking care of your hair. I still don't comb my hair. I never comb my hair. I just just detangle my fingers and shit. But white Americans never accepted me. I always got shit from white Americans. So fuck them. What the fuck? I ain't gonna be begging. Well, I'm not fuck them because I know there's a lot of cool white Americans out there. But I'm not gonna be begging for these people's acceptance. So I ain't gonna kiss their ass or nothing. I ain't gonna beg them to accept me. And I mean, my white Cuban grandfather, not even with him, he was mad racist to my Ecuadorian mom. He was mad racist to his Ecuadorian wife, my Ecuadorian grandmother. So why the fuck would I call myself white? Like, what the fuck? I'm not just gonna call myself white. I'm not even accepted by my own white people, let alone white Americans and shit like that. God forbid, fuck. I mean, my dad, he still considers himself white and all that, but when he came from Puerto Rico, my dad's not Puerto Rican, he's Ecuadorian Cuban. But when he came from Puerto Rico to like Paoki, Florida, where it's like all like rednecks and blacks and whatever, he got shit from all the white kids talking about spics and like they just beat the fuck out of them. And then the same from black kids though, because black kids would be like, y'all rednecks, and they're like, we don't know English, what the fuck you talking about? And then they jump them anyway. So fuck Americans. I mean, Americans got some fuck mentality, but I mean, it is what it is. That's their history and all that. So but no, I never felt accepted by white Americans nor real white Latinos, not mixed Latinos. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm white. I'm sure there's a lot of black people and other Latinos who are like mostly Indian and they want to be on their majority rule shit, like like all the like their African American American brethren, or like so I don't know. I don't feel like I'm fully white, and I live in Ecuador. I don't give a fuck. I'm proud of my European heritage, and I don't think I'm superior though. I mean, I sometimes like if an Indigo pisses me off, I'll be on my racist shit. If a Cholo pisses me off, I'll be on my racist shit. But but at the same time, it don't feel right being racist because I remember this one time. I'm just going off now, but whatever. I mean, my dad will always be racist to my grandparents. I'm about calling them fucking Indios and shit. My dad's racist as fuck too. I mean, like, even though his white Cuban grandfather was racist as fuck to him, he does that shit to my family. So fuck it, whatever. I love my dad though, but dude racist as fuck. So he would call like my grandparents Indios and shit like that, and I'd be like, I remember this one time I had something about his dad, like said something about his dad because he was talking all this shit about my grandpa, and then like I don't feel comfortable doing that because that's my grandfather. Like I can't talk shit about my dad's family because it's my family, but he can talk shit about mine because it's not his. But fuck, you know. But that's kind of what it's like when I be on my racist shit to Indios because it's just like I got that in me too, so I don't really feel comfortable being like that. And I try not to be. I love Indios. I love India's. India's great. Thank y'all for everything y'all ever done for me. I love India so much. But I don't feel comfortable being racist, but I love it though. I mean, no, I'll just say a little shit like Cholito or whatever, but I'm not racist. I don't. But I've never been racist to blacks though. But I feel more connected to Indios. So, but I'm not racist to Indios. Indios just fucking mestizos. Fuck, I hate a lot of mestizos. I hate so many mestizos. Oh, I don't know. Um, I'm playing. I don't hate nobody. But I just want to know if I'm white. Leave y'all comments, leave y'all opinions, leave what y'all think. Considering my fair complexion, my beautiful pasty white skin, and my 69% European DNA results. Am I white? Am I white? Am I white? What do you think? What do you think? I hope real white people watch this. I don't think I got any. I don't got many white people on my channel. I hope so. Um, I hope black people comment. I hope Spics comment. Anybody's opinion is valued, but white people's opinion is valued more on this topic. Um, and that's it. That's about that. I couldn't pass in Spain. My dad could pass in Spain, kind of. I think because he got like a narrow nose and shit. But I don't. I got a white ass nose. And that's about that. That's about that. And I'm gonna slide now. I don't know what time it is. I gotta look at this like 10:30. I think they open. But I'm proud of my European heritage, but I would not call myself fully white. I would not call myself just white. And that's it. That's it. I don't know. Am I white? What you think? Leave your opinions in the comments if you want. Um, Tell me what I should call myself. It don't matter. I'm gonna call myself what the fuck I want. But for me, I'm castizo. For me, I'm castizo. For me, I'm my mix. I like saying castizo. I don't even like calling myself mestizo like that. Um, I mean, yes, cholos and castizos are technically on the mestizo spectrum. Yes, but I don't know. I feel like somebody more around the equal, like the even mix, like someone like my grandpa, like 44% native, 55% European. I think that's that's more reasonable. Somebody like between 45 native and European, and like or like 55. The mix like that, a mix like that, 45, 50, something like that, something along those lines. But I feel like, but I mean, he's also Hernizo. He's Euro mestizo too. I think that should be pointed out because he don't look like his mestizos more Indian blood counterparts and shit like that. So I mean, he got brown skin and everything, but he got like a more European type face. His eyes. I don't know. My grandpa's beautiful. Check out all of our DNA results. We're great people. And I remember one time I had asked my grandpa, like I was with my grandma, and we like laughing and shit. We like, well, we're like, what race are you? He's like white, like, and we were like laughing a little bit. He's like, cause I mean, he mestizo, and so I'm castizo, 26%. I know it's 25, 75, and I'm just like 60% of my ancestry comes from Spain. 70% of my ancestry comes from Spain. I mean, and 26 is Native American, 4% is African. I would call myself Castizo before. Castizo. I mean, I just got 4% African. But that needs to be highlighted too. But I'm Castizo, if anybody got asked. Simple. And mixed race. Beautiful child. And that's it. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all. I hope somebody leaves their opinions. And part of my European heritage. But that's it. That's it. I really don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Am I white? Am I white? Am I white? I'm going. I love you. Stay safe. Stay subscribed. Whatever. I gotta go to the dentist today. So love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. And shit. So ya me voy. ¿Estás seguro de que deseas detener la transmisión? Acepta.